Everybody, Rose Matter here. Welcome to part 1 of Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 3, Tatarigoroshi. Please let me be saying that correctly. I was like agonizing over it. I was just staring at it. I'm like, oh my god, how do I say this? So please let me know if I pronounced it wrong because, I'm going to be saying at the beginning of every episode, and I at least want to make sure that I'm pronouncing it correctly. But anyway, this is a chapter a lot of you guys have been waiting for. You say this is one of your favorites. It is apparently a very difficult one emotionally, which for me is no good because I get very emotionally invested in this game. So I'm a little nervous to say the least, but also very excited to get back into it and see what craziness is in store for me this time. So without further ado, let's get started. Curse-killing chapter. Man, curse, or coincidence? How are the conjectures inside you solidifying? I look forward to whether these conjectures will waver or become a cornerstone in this scenario. The difficulty is the worst. You will probably not even be able to make conjectures. Fantastic, because, I'm able to follow the story so well, so the fact that it's telling me I will not even be able to basically know what the hell is going on, that's great. That's great. Okay, let's do this. The snake in the well was happy, for it did not care what was outside the well. The snake in the well was happy, for it had naught to do with what happened outside the well. And you were happy too, for you did not know what happened outside the well. It was a very humid day. Not even a slight breeze was blowing. It had been an unpleasant summer, one that wasn't only hot, but swelteringly so. There were various articles of clothing hung out to dry in the messy apartment windows, but the lack of wind evoked an impression far removed from coolness. In fact, it only felt more oppressive. There were crooked houses and apartments lining the narrow, twisting road. In addition, there were planters and flower pots whose contents were beginning to rot, as well as bicycles and cars on the side of the road, making it even more cramped, more oppressive, and all the more sweltering. Nobody who was in this place at this time was visiting it voluntarily. But in spite of what everyone might expect, a single motorcycle came rolling in. The lone motorcycle, which couldn't be called neat even as flattery, pulled up to a 2-story apartment complex and stopped there. A man, fairly old and wrinkled, stepped off. When the housewife hanging out the laundry noticed him, she called out, "Well, hello there. It's quite hot today again, isn't it?" "Whew, you got that right. I feel like I'm going to boil out here." "Oh, right, landlord. I didn't think that would be the first thing you said." "Ah, sorry. The fluorescent lights, right? I completely forgot." "No, not that. Don't you smell it? There's a terrible smell about. I've been smelling it since this morning. Wait, what's this? It reeks. Did the sewers get backed up again?" "Do something about it, landlord. I've had to keep my nose plugged all day long." "You'd still look plenty lovely plugging up your nose, my dear." There was an unhygienic drainage channel running behind the apartment. The lattice from which it flowed was stuffed with branches and fallen leaves, and when filth got caught up in them, it created an awful stench in the summertime. "Could you tell the municipal office about it? The drain will end up buried at this rate." "Well, yikes. It's completely blocked. It'll start back up if you poke it with a stick." The man crossed the fence over the drainage channel and picked up a filthy dyeing pole sitting nearby. He must have planned to stick it in the drain and clear it out. "Oh, wait, landlord, stop that. If you mix it all strange, if you do that, it'll smell terrible. It smells if it's clogged and smells if it's mixed. Which should I choose?" He shoved the drying pole into the filth in the lattice. Of course, it did nothing to help the accumulation of waste. "Gugh! It's a dead cat. This is the health center's job. Cats and dogs smell awful when they die. A bamboo pole's not going to do much good. Garbage bags, old clothes, they throw all kinds of stuff in there. And is that a duck I see? Well, of course it stinks. The nerve of some people. The drainage channel was already unsanitary. What was a little more garbage at this point. The stream of such imprudent people was never ending, and now this channel had turned into a garbage dump. When he poked the pile of old clothes floating in the sewage, a black cloud of smoke floated out in the water. Two of them grimaced at the terribly bizarre and repulsive sight. We got maggots, eh? Someone must have thrown kitchen waste in. What? Landlord? What's that? What? Just more garbage. Landlord, that's... Oh, eh? Oh, hello. Good work today. What a terrible stench. Hey, someone cover this thing with a tarp. It's in plain sight of the two-floor houses. Identity of the deceased, unknown. Sex, female. Age, estimated to be late 20s or early 30s. Time of death, about 2 or 3 days ago. She was probably abandoned after death. Naked, too? Figuring out who she is will be rough. Contact the community division and ask if anyone's gone missing. They probably weighed her down so she'd sink. Then the weights came off and she floated to the top. But why in a drainage sewer, of all things? Would have been better under an overpass or in the mountains, you know? And it would have been outside our jurisdiction, right? But it looks like they never wanted to hide the corpse at all. I'm wondering if this is Takano? And did this happen before Watanagashi? Or is this after Watanagashi? Did they do it so she would be found as a warning or something? The slice in her stomach definitely wasn't from a fish eating her. She was cut open and her insides were dragged out. They really made a show of killing her. Doesn't the Chinese mafia do these sort of traditional punishments? Man, like the first 2 chapters, it started off, at least it kind of gave you like that happy, you know, slice of life, you know, everything's cool. This is right off the bat, dead body. Ask Shige-san in Section 4 if he's had any trouble with Yakuza. On it, sir. Still, what a terrible way to go. Hey, don't her innards poking out look like that salad soba you can get in Kyoto? Maybe if you stuck chopsticks in there, noodles would pop out, see? Ugh. Ugh, please, give me a break. That's gotta be Oishi? Oishi? I've already forgotten how I pronounced this name last time. Oishi. Her intestines were pulled out and her ears and nose cut off. That's definitely not how I want to go. Her fingers are in a bad state too. There are long nails stuck in all of them, on both hands. Ooh, innards cut out, nails in the hands. Is this Mion? Shion? Is this a Sonozaki family again, or is this something completely different? What kind of torture was this anyway? Dang, alright. I am curious though, I did do a quick check through of this to make sure that I had the, you know, all of my mod stuff worked okay. But I am wondering if there was supposed to be voice acting in that first part or not. There is voice acting, don't worry, I did double check to make sure. But I am curious about that opening, because usually there is voice acting. The most relaxing time during the school day? Lunch, for sure. And now we are back to the regular, everyday, everybody's alive, everybody's still friends. Everyone brought their desks side by side like always, and we all ate together.
ミオさんのお弁当が今日はなかなか見事でございましたよ。品数がいっぱいで豪華なのです。
Satoko and Rika-chan looked at Mion's lunch, shouting gladly. Let's have a look. Every time I start a new chapter, I just look at these girls. I'm like, which one of you is gonna turn on me this time?
夕べの残りをちょっと詰めてきただけだよ。
Mion, I know your past. I know the truth.
うちで昨日村長たちが酒盛りしててさ。それで残り物をちょいと取っておいたってわけ。
それでお酒のおつまみみたいなおかずが多いんだね。
残り物。つまりは残飯とはいえ、これだけ綺麗に弁当箱に収められてると高級料亭の懐石弁当みたいだ。
人の印象のほとんどがファーストインプレッションで決まるようにさ、やっぱりお弁当の味も蓋を開けた時の綺麗さに比例するんじゃないかなって。
ミオンさんってガサツそうな性格に見えて、結構こういう盛り付けのセンスがいいんですのよね。お部屋もいつも綺麗に片付いてるし、みーちゃんはみんなが思ってるよりずっと几帳面で丁寧な人なんだよ。
It's all the same once it's in your stomach. I'd have thought Mion would say something like that, but to think she had this kind of taste. You can't judge a book by its cover. No, this game has definitely taught me that. Mion was careful in everything she did. She never misstepped, faltered, or messed up. I see. She is our club president after all.
レナのお弁当も見劣らないのです。カニかまぼこのお花がとても綺麗なのですよ。
レナの弁当ってなんていうかいつも芸が凝ってるよな。リンゴのうさぎさんとか人参の花びらとかさ。
Rena's bento wasn't all about taste. It was like she always put her heart into it or something. It wasn't just good, it made your insides all nice and warm. You know what also makes your insides nice and warm? A knife to the gut.
ありがとう。
Or a sewing needle in your stomach.
兄ちゃんにはちょっと及ばないけど、かいいかなって。
料理は技術じゃなくて愛情でしょ。その意味でだったら私なんか足元にも及ばないって。
Love, huh? Yeah. Just from looking at her bento, I could definitely feel that Rena put her heart and soul into making it. That's what her bento was like.
お弁当ってのは味だけでなく見た目も大事ってことですわね。私たちも見習わないといけませんわね。
Man, they take lunch very seriously. I don't know if in Japan if this is all like this, but these guys take it very seriously. I'm just like, when I brought lunch to school, it was literally just like a sandwich in saran wrap and like an apple and a granola bar. There was no like artistry to it.
おお。で、その見習わなくちゃならない聡子たちの弁当はどうだ？お。
じゃーん。昨日ご近所さんにお裾分けのお肉をもらったので、今日は焼肉弁当なんですってよ。
These ones too, they had such an impact. They were bursting at the seams with grilled meat. At a glance, it was too impactful for a girl's bento, but when you thought about eating with all your friends, it brought more than enough color to the table.
へえ、粗雑な体育会系弁当と見せかけておかずの品数も結構あるみたいじゃない。ほうれん草のおひたしとかひじきの煮物とか。
リカちゃんはこういう気取らない家庭料理がとても上手なんだよね。リカちゃんは将来立派なお嫁さんになれると思うよ。未来の旦那様をわしづかみなのです。
A husband for Rika-chan, huh? At first, that sounded appealing. It did, but I felt like a married life with her would be anything but normal. But really, everyone was amazing. They were all so young, and yet they're all capable of cooking for themselves. I would sort of cook whenever I went camping with my family, but making lunch every day was a level I definitely couldn't reach. I could only really cook in my spare time. When I thought about it like that, it really made everyone stand out more. Frankly, I respected them. Huh? I feel like maybe this doesn't only apply to other people. Come to think of it, this morning, when I was eating breakfast half asleep, I think my mom was saying something really important. With a hysterical groan, I suddenly stood up, startling everyone at once.
どうしたのかな?
And we got the mouth movements back. I don't know what happened in the second chapter, why I could not get it to work, but I'm happy to have it back.
急に大声を出すからむせてしまいましたですわ。さとこのお花からご飯粒が出てますです。
I'd forgotten. All this stuff about cooking for yourself, it applied to me too. And we go back to using the creepy music for completely mundane things.
ケイチ、お父さんとお母さんね、またお仕事で東京に行ってこなくちゃならないの。
そう。はあ、眠。
お父さんの先生にあたる人がね、イベントの直前で倒れちゃったの。とても大切なイベントなんでね、どうしても穴が開けられないのよ。
Well, Dad does what he has to do for his job. Chew, chew.
それでお父さんとお母さん、 そのイベントのお手伝いのために大至急東京に行かなくちゃならなくなったの。場合によっては何日か泊まり込みになっちゃうかも。
That sounds annoying. Yawn.
その間お母さんたちいないからご飯とかみんな圭一が自炊しなくちゃならないんだけど、圭一は大丈夫？
大丈夫大丈夫。人間追い詰められたら何でもできるんだから。
そうなら安心ね。ご飯くらいは炊けるでしょ。お味噌汁も作れるわよね。あとは適当にお惣菜を買ってくればご飯らしくなるから。
A meal? Yeah, I can cook rice with my camping kit. Never used a rice cooker before. Chew, chew. I've only ever made instant miso soup that you make in a pot of boiling water, too. Well, I'll think of something. Chew, chew, chew.
自炊できるなら置いていくお金は少しでいいわよね。外食は高いからしちゃダメよ。圭一もそろそろ自炊と経済観念を学んでもいい頃だからね。
Yep, yep. I'll get by. I'll get by.
なんとかなるか。
What was I thinking? I was half asleep and I'd made such crazy empty promises. Just like manga characters always do at times like these, I bent over backwards and scratched furiously at my head. Scritch, scritch.
ふーん、圭一くんのご両親って大変なんだね。圭一くん、しっかりお留守番をしてなきゃね。
そんなことより飯だ飯。親がいないんだぞ。全部自分で作らなきゃならないんだぞ。これは超緊急事態だ。
それなら覚悟を決めて自炊なさればいいではありませんの。圭一さん、以前のカレーパーティーで見事なカレーを作ってみせたではありません？
あのな、俺に作れるのはデイキャンプでおふくろに教えてもらったカレーがせいぜいなんだよ。3食カレーなんか食えるかよ。カレーなんて所詮はジャンクフード。栄養バランスなんてかけらもない実にいい加減な。
バカ。
Mion and Sadako put their hands over my mouth. A moment later, the door rattled open, and Chie-sensei, a known curry maniac, suddenly poked her head in.
今誰かカレーの悪口を言っていませんでしたか？
言ってません、言ってません。
Everyone's faces went totally white, and they all shook their heads in denial. Her eyes rolled over the classroom. Her glare wasn't just a teacher's ordinary stare.
そうですか。空耳でしたか。
Chie-sensei gave one more look around the classroom, then closed the door and went back to the teacher's lounge. I may have been shouting, but for her to hear it from all the way across the hall in the teacher's lounge, that teacher is terrifying.
ケイちゃん、
Let's do, can we have a chapter just about Chie?
他の食べ物はいくらこき下ろしてもいいけどカレーだけはやめた方がいいよ。ひなみ沢に住んでいるうちは。
すまん、反省します。
That's what I said. But still, I can't have curry for every meal. And cup ramen is good because you only eat it once in a while. If you ate it for every meal, you get bored of it pretty quickly. Rice and miso soup and a good side dish. Yeah, that's what a Japanese table should look like.
圭一くんも頑張って自炊してみればいいのに。自分で作ったご飯ってとっても美味しいんだよ。
おじさんは美味しいってよりめんどくさいけどな。でもたまにはそういう経験もいいかもね。
そうそう、人生何事も経験でございましたよ。お指を切ったりやけどをしたりでかわいそうかわいそうなのです。
With everyone encouraging me like this, I started to feel like maybe I could do it if I tried too. Though approximately one person didn't sound like she was encouraging me. Cooking is a skill I'll have to learn at some point, since I want to live on my own one day. Maybe learning now wouldn't be so bad. I'm pretty uneasy about it, but...
そうだな。この辺で多少の料理くらい得得しておかないと、今度部活で料理勝負になった時が辛い。
And I am looking forward to whatever the club activities will be for this chapter because, you know, we never have them for too long, so I enjoy them when they're there.
そうですわね。いつぞやのカレー勝負のような奇策は何度も通用しませんでございますしね。
Okay, so in this chapter, that curry contest did happen. I'm still a little confused about how it seems like in every chapter it's a different story, but there are some things that I guess transfer over. Like some certain things did happen throughout each chapter, so that still kind of throws me off a bit. As if scorning me, Satoko ridicules my comeback from a hopeless situation in a certain do-or-die curry showdown.
何を余裕ぶってやがる。あの時だってサトコはリカちゃんに任せっきりだったじゃないか。あの時サトコがした料理は何だ。レナのカレーに塩を一袋入れて、ミオンのご飯に塩を一袋入れて、俺の鍋をひっくり返しやがって。
I relapse into my grudge over the last curry showdown. For now, I calm my unquellable anger by pinching Satoko's ears.
いたたたたたた。あれは部活だからの攻撃なんでございましてよ。私だってこう見えてもちょっとはお料理とかできましたよ。
ほう。あのカレー勝負の時、リカちゃんに任せっきりで人参の皮一つ剥かなかったお前がか。肩払いたいわ。
人間は日々進歩してますのよ。私がいつまでもお料理が下手っぴだと思ってると大間違いなんでしてよ。ねえリカ。僕が見てないとお鍋とか火元とか不安なのです。
And then Rika just spitting straight facts.
たまにガスの元栓も閉め忘れてるのです。
Wahaha! Everyone bursts into laughter.
火元は料理以前の問題だ。いくら俺でもそれだけはない。
カップラーメンばかり食べてる人に言われたくありませんわ。でもさとこちゃんもそこそこにはお料理とかできるんだよ。
いいぞレナ。こんなやつのためにわざわざフォローなんかしてやることはないんだぞ。
いや別にフォローってわけじゃないよ。リカちゃんがずば抜けて料理がうまいから目立たないだけでさ。さとこちゃんだってまあ基本くらいはマスターしてるよね。少なくともご飯とお味噌汁くらいは作れますわ。カリフラワーとブロッコリーの見分けはつかないけどね。どっちも茹でれば食べられるのも同じですわ。
Satoko erupted into anger, making two fists and swinging them above her head. Well, I mean, based on the fact that this chapter seems to be so focused on Satoko, I feel kind of bad picking on her, because usually when it's focused on a person, that means something horrible is going to happen to them. Everyone laughed a lot after that, and knowing that Satoko has a pretty, like, tragic backstory, either she's going to become the I'm not going to say the villain of the chapter, but she's going to be, like, kind of the aggressor. Like Rena was in the first chapter, Mion was in the second chapter. So does that mean that Satoko is going to be the one I have to keep an eye out for? I don't know.
他の人にならともかくケイイチさんに笑われるのだけは我慢がなりませんですわ。
確かに俺は他のみんなよりも料理技術は劣るかもしれない。だけどな、少なくともサトコにだけは負けない自信はあるぞ。少なくともサトコにだけは。
なんですって。急にこと書いて自信があるとは肩払いたくて笑っちゃいますわ。こう見えても私リカと交代でご飯をちゃんと作ってますのよ。ちゃんと自炊ぐらいできるんでございますからね。
そうかそうか、自炊ができて偉いな。後でご褒美に飴玉買ってやるからな。
I patted Satoko on the head while I made fun of her. Satoko seemed to know I was making fun of her too, since her face went bright red very quickly, and steam started to pour out of her like she was a kettle.
全然信じてませんのね。とに にかくケイイチさんより私の方が全然お料理が上手なんでございますのよ。
ほう。じゃあカリフラワーとブロッコリーの違いを言えたら俺も信じてやるぞ。俺言ってみろ。
緑の方がブロッコリー、じゃなくて黄色い方、カリフラワーが青、赤、緑。
ほれほれ、ブロッコリーは何色だ？青、赤、緑ってテレビのブラウン管じゃあるまいし。ほれほれ、言ってみろ言ってみろ。別にブロッコリーが何色かわかんなくてもさとこちゃんはお料理ができるんでちゅよね。えらいえらいでちゅよ。
ケイチさんのバカ
Oh, it was nothing to cry hysterically about. She's so goddamn cute. I stroked her head as hard as I could. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle.
ほう、ケイちゃんもそこまで言うからにはサトコよりはまともなものを作ってみせられるんだろうね。
Remarked Mion, giving me just a slightly mean smile. Actually, well, I had no confidence at all in my cooking. But the situation carried me along and I decided to deliver an impressive declaration.
まあ見ていろ。今夜俺はバッチリガッチリ見事な晩飯を作ってみせる。少し余計に作って明日の弁当にしてくるからそれを見て腰を抜かすがいい。
それは楽しみなのです。明日のお弁当が待ち遠しいのですよ。
Rika-chan petted me on the head. Her words of can't wait sounded so transparent.
レナも楽しみにしてるね。どんなのを作ってきてもレナは笑わないからね。
となると明日の弁当は私も本気で作らなきゃならないようだね。じゃあこうしようか。
Alright, so is this kind of like a class, or not class, club activity? Whoever's got the best bento wins? Or, I guess whoever has the worst one loses. That's the important thing.
明日のお弁当で勝負ってのはどう？もちろん部活扱いだからね。罰ゲームもついちゃうよ。
Yeah, club activities!
あら、それは妙案でございますわね。どうですケイチさん。聞くなら今のうちでしてよ。
Satoko wiped her tears and snarled at me, as if this was her chance to turn things around. Maybe this is bad? I feel like maybe the conversation is getting pretty out of hand. Oh, if I apologize, now's my chance? But what came out of Keiichi Maibara's mouth was a statement so reckless it even frightened me.
ああ、上等だぜ。明日の弁当を見て腰を抜かすなよ。
Everyone raised their voices in surprise at my bold, confident reply. Oh, now I've done it. What have I done? I'm so irresponsible.
さてミオさん、ビリになったらどんな素敵な罰ゲームになってしまうんですの？
Satoko grinned fearlessly, as if to say it was already decided I'd be playing said fantastic punishment game.
そうだね。じゃあこんなのはどうかな。
Man, knowing what Mion's capable of just makes me that much more scared of her when she looks like that.
明日のお弁当勝負に負けた人は明日のお昼休み職員室で食事中の千恵先生の前でカレーの悪口を言うってのは。
This was like the first chapter. What was it? You like had to go up and like slap the principal on the head or something?
みーちゃん、それはなんて恐ろしい。
Everyone went pale and gasped at how truly terrifying the punishment game was. Chie-sensei is such a maniac about curry she'd risk her life for it. And to go up to her and start saying bad things about curry? What kind of fate would await us? Just trying to imagine it was scary. And as everyone looked blankly amazed at the terrifying punishment game, Rika-chan spoke.
明日のお弁当は腕によりをかけますです。
Rena and Mion and Sadako, everyone nodded deeply in agreement.
もっとも圭一さんには明日のお弁当以前に今夜のお夕食の方が問題でしょうけどね。
俺が今夜どんな素晴らしいディナーになるか見ることができなくて残念だな。明日の弁当でその片鱗をほんの少しだけ見せてやるから。
That's one thing
楽しみに
Keiichi's
していろよ。
That's one thing Keiichi's got going for him. He's a great hype man for himself and for other people too.
あれだけの大見栄を切ったんですのよ。これでとんでもないのを作っちゃったらどうなるか分かってるんでございましょうね。
サトコこそ明日千恵先生にどんな恐ろしい目に遭わされるか今
楽しみでしてよ。明日圭一さんはきっと土下座してそれだけはどうかご勘弁をって泣きながら言うんでしてよ。ああ、目に浮かぶようですわ。
何よ。
Both of us on the verge of tears pull on each other's cheeks. Stretch.
自らを窮地に追い込むことで視力を振り絞ろうとは。ケイちゃん、男だね。
こんなの男なんて言いませんのよ。ただの無鉄砲って言いますのよ。自分もお料理なんかろくろくできないくせに。レナは信じてるからね。素敵なお弁当楽しみにしてるよ。僕も明日の圭一がとても楽しみなのですよ。
Their expectant gazes were painful. I was just trying to tease Sadako a little. How did it come to this?
おう楽しみにしててくれよ。
Ugh. How am I able to say such reckless things? I'm being so unreasonable. What the heck is going to happen to my dinner? And the bento showdown tomorrow? No, more importantly, if they make me say bad things about curry to Chie-sensei's face, what'll happen to me? The extreme contrast between my outward bravado and my internal screaming continued as the hot and humid June afternoon dragged on. That entire day, up until school was over, the whole time, my meal tonight and my bento tomorrow were the only things on my mind. And now that I thought about it, it made Mom seem amazing for planning 3 meals every day of the year. I've complained before about having the same meal in a row once in a while, but now I know how rude that was. Ugh, more importantly, what am I gonna do about the punishment game tomorrow? And besides that, what am I gonna eat tonight? Boo-hoo.
圭一くん、圭一くん。
え、ああ、ごめん。ちょっと考え事を。
今夜の献立のこと？それとも明日のお弁当勝負のことかな？
Irk. She hit the mark and I couldn't find anything to say. And my facial expression made obvious the fact she hit the mark.
明日の勝負はきっと圭一くんが頑張ってお弁当を作ってこれたらそれで大丈夫だと思うよ。頑張って作った手作りのお弁当に優劣なんかないもの。
明日の勝負以前に今夜の晩飯だよ。食中毒でばったり行くかもしれない。
I couldn't make any more bluffs. I exaggeratedly drooped my shoulders and heaved a sigh from the bottom of my gut. Rena laughed in a shrill way when she saw me do that.
やっぱり圭一くん、お料理全然自信なんかなかったんだね。
So I've been found out. Ugh.
もしも圭一くんがどんなに頑張っても無理そうだったら
I
レ
had
ナ
a,
に電話してもいいからね。
I had a feeling she was gonna offer to help out in some way. That's just Rena for you when she's, not being crazy.
本当か？
ケイイチくんがちゃんと頑張ったらだよ。何も苦労しないで人に頼ろうとしちゃダメなんだから。
Rena seemed naive, but sometimes she was instructive. She didn't just spoil people unconditionally. Rena always seemed like an adult at these moments.
どうしてもダメだったら電話するよ。その確率は極めて高いが。
ファイトオーだよ。さとこちゃんにあれだけ大見栄を切ったんだから頑張らなきゃ。
なあ、サトコってどの程度の料理ができるんだ？
少なくともケイイチくんよりはできるよ。
That was so direct. It hit me pretty hard.
さとこちゃんをあれだけいじめたんだから、ケイイチくんはちょっぴり苦労をしてもいいかもね。
レナって結構意地悪なのな。
レナは可愛いだけじゃないんだよ。
Now that I provoked Sadako that much, I couldn't just make some crummy bento. I can't believe how loose-lipped I am.
じゃあね。頑張ってね。お料理。ケイイチくんがやればできるってこと、みんなに見せてあげようね。
おう。
I waved my hand absently in response. Leaving me with words of encouragement and a few pieces of super beginner advice, Rena disappeared past the trees. Fine, I'm desperate. So what? I may not know the ABCs of navigation, and I have neither a sea chart nor a compass. But still, one idiot is taking on the ocean of the great cooking age alone. And his name is Keiichi Maibara. Just makes me realize it's like, this is back in the 80s where you couldn't just go online and look up, YouTube videos about, how to cook rice or, make food. It's just like you do have to just, I guess, do it on your own.
よし、いざ料理。
My enthusiasm is peerless. If energy and recklessness was all it took, I could take over the world. However, there are plenty of things in the world that can't be achieved with resolution alone. And cooking was probably the top contender. Therefore, even if it was hastily prepared knowledge, I wanted something to help me. I made up my mind and fished through the kitchen cabinets. I was on the hunt for a cookbook. My mom should have had at least a few of them. For a complete amateur like me, the first thing I needed was information. Just like he who had crossed the oceans needed a compass. For me, a cookbook was absolutely indispensable. Oh, here's one. Its worn-out, wrinkled cover makes it feel somehow reliable. Okay, I have a feeling if it's, worn out, there might be, some parts of the recipe missing, so, maybe it calls for, I don't know, 1 teaspoon of something, but it's actually 1 tablespoon of something, or he's gonna screw up somehow. As long as I've got this.
考えるより産むが安しだな。お料理の本さえあれば誰だってシェフの味が出せるじゃんよ。さすがはお料理の本。
And as such optimistic thoughts filled my chest, I flipped through the pages. However, it played with technical terminology like toys. I just couldn't see how to actually make things. You knew it all along, Keiichi Maibara. If anyone could make delicious food just by reading a book, then there would be no such job as a gourmet chef in the first place. First off, it calls for 3 teaspoons, but which spoon is that? And it keeps saying to use however much you like. How much exactly are you supposed to use? Stop using such obscure expressions. Strain out the water in a colander. Add salt and pepper to taste? What the heck is a colander? And strain it out, like stretching? You can't stretch water droplets like meat. And besides, how much salt and pepper is that supposed to be anyway? I might be saying that wrong, colander. I am like Keiichi, I have basically no cooking skills whatsoever. My husband pretty much does all the cooking in the household, so is it colander, colander? And I'm just like, I at least know the difference between a teaspoon and a tablespoon, so I'm better than Keiichi in that aspect. But after that, I'm just like, I really don't know anything. It won't do you any good to yell. Cool off, Keiichi Maibara. Think calmly, calmly. For now, I'll leave the side dish until after. The rice is more important. Have to cook the rice or I can't start. I know a little about how to cook rice. I didn't cook it with my camping kit while camping all that time for nothing. I'll wash the rice. That should be enough water. And which switch is it? Is it this button? Oh, the lamp turned on. Yeah, fully automatic rice cookers are one of the 3 sacred treasures after all. Now please buy the rice cooker set. I pulled myself together and decided to take on the miso soup next. The miso soup I made at day camp was all the instant kind after all. Well, it would be fine if I just melted the miso into hot water, no doubt. I'll boil the water and put in the miso. Huh? How much should I put in?
何人数とお好みで適量にまたしても抽象表現かああそれなら適量に入れてやるさ
I crushed the bag of miso in my fist and put half its contents into the pot. Was this really okay? Maybe this was a little too hearty?
濃厚なお味の味噌汁がいいって言うもんなそういえばお袋の味噌汁は少し薄すぎる気がしてたんだ俺にはこれくらい入れた方が合うかもしれない
I said it aloud as if trying to convince myself. Then, convinced by my own words, I nodded to myself. Alright, the rice and miso soup were probably fine. Next, the side dish. But what should I make? Something I could make that would add color to the meal. That's it. Why don't I stir fry some vegetables? You can eat vegetables raw too, and they won't die just from a little bit of fire. I was so cute then, not realizing the level of my thoughts had fallen from what would look great in a meal to what would be easy to make. There were quite a few vegetables in the refrigerator. What kind of vegetables go in a stir fry? Bean sprouts? Cabbage? Chives? Onions? Can you put cucumbers and lettuce in? For now, I grabbed a nearby cutting board, cut them into chunks, and tossed them into a wok. This has gotten pretty exciting. Is the true worth of man's cooking? Hey, this is actually getting kind of fun. All of a sudden, there were a pile of vegetables in the wok. Alright, next it's the salad oil. Glug, glug, glug went the salad oil. It'd be more exciting if it filled to the brim. Whoops, a little bit leaked out. Well, no point in worrying about something so minor. The great Keiichi Maibara's cooking is exciting. Okay, let's turn on the heat. Whip. Oh, whoosh. The salad oil filling the wok to the brim caught fire, and flames reached up to the sky.
すげえなんだか俺って鉄人って感じ俺ってひょっとして炎の料理人なんじゃ
Those words were spoken by delusion. I was saying something outrageously careless, but when the words came out, they sort of convinced me.
そうさ俺は料理の鉄人あちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃ
Right as the crazy pillar of flame started to burn the ceiling, I finally realized the fabulous cooking before my eyes had culminated into an actually life-threatening disaster. Wait, what? Could I have been doing something insane? The force of the flame grew stronger and stronger. Wait, what? What?
何をしてるでございますの早く火を止めなさいですわ
Kerthwack. Somebody forcefully struck me in the back of the head. When I turned around to see what was going on, to my surprise, I saw Satoko and Rika-chan there.
サトコ、リカちゃん？
As I stood in wonder at their unexpected entrance, Sadako shoved me out of the way and turned off the gas. Then Rika-chan got a towel, soaked it in water, spread it out, and placed it over the pot. She continued to soak more towels, and put a second on, then a third. Once a whole bunch were piled on, the fire finally stopped. All of it had happened in a few moments. Having avoided a huge fire by a hair's breadth, the three of us gasped for air.
ってお前らなんで俺の家にいるんだ？住居不法侵入だぞ。
Oh, also thanks for, like, helping me not burn my house down, Keiichi.
それを言うならケイイチさんなんか放火の現行犯でございますのよ。もうすぐで大火事になるところだったではございません。ケイイチは今日から宿なしでかわいそなのです。
And after pretending to be an iron chef, I finally began to take in the situation.
やっぱりあれは火事になりかけてた。
当たり前でございませんの。ほらご覧なさいませ。天井がすすけてるではございません。すすけていいのは男の背中だけですのよ。
Satoko was seriously mad at me. Maybe they saved my life. According to what they said, I was so absorbed in my fiery cooking that I hadn't noticed when Satoko and Rika-chan rang the doorbell. But they could tell someone was home, so they came in to check. Thank goodness they did.
僕とサトコが来なかったら今頃ボーボーで消防車がうーなのです。ケイイチさん、そろそろ事の重大さが飲み込めまして。
At some point, I had sat down on my knees as I listened obediently.
すみませんでした。皆さんは命の恩人です。
素敵なディナーがどんなものかと来てみれば案の定このざまですし、これじゃ出来上がりを見るまでもありませんわね。
嫌味なやつ。じゃあサトコたち、俺が夕食にどんなものを作るか見に来たってわけか。
その嫌味に命と家を助けられたのよーく肝に銘じた方がよろしいのではありません？
はい、すみませんでした、サトコさん。
At this point, having shown them such a disaster, I couldn't exactly make any more bluffs. I completely surrendered.
カレーの時は結構頑張ってましたの。あの時のケイイチさんはどこに行ってしまいましたの？まったく。
あの時は後輩職に手伝ってもらって他の班の鍋を丸ごと借りただけで、別に俺が料理したわけじゃ。
ケイイチさん、そんなズルをしてましたの？まったく、いくら部活とはいえとんでもない手を使いますのね。
Oh, whatever. You put salt in everybody's curry. You have no place to talk. Pouring salt into the other team's pot seemed far more terrible to me. But Sadako was in control right now, so I couldn't respond. I obediently hung my head to her.
ところでケイイチさん、この凄まじいお鍋、まさか味噌汁だなんて言わないでしょうね。
Sadako stared at the pot, totally full of miso with an awful expression. So I really did get the amount wrong. Judging by the look on Sadako's face, whatever was in the pot couldn't be called miso anymore.
味噌汁はともかく、ご飯はうまく炊けたはずだ。最近の炊飯器は便利だからな。きっとそろそろ炊けてる頃だ。
炊けてないです。ほら、まだ中身も全然お水なのですよ。
え？あれ？だってちゃんとスイッチを入れたらランプが点灯して。
ケイイチさん、あなたが押したボタン、これタイマーのボタンですよ。朝食用にセットしてあるから電源が入るのは明日の早朝でしたよ。
ってことは何か？俺は結局おかずはもとより味噌汁もご飯すらも何も自炊できなかったってことか。
ざまあありませんわね。 どうです？ようやく身の程を思い知りまして。さあ認めなさいませ。私前原圭一は北条聡子さんよりもお料理の下手っぴな口先男でしたって。
にぎゃー、私は聡子より料理の下手っぴなダメダメ男でございました。どうもすみませんでした。
He's so dramatic. I fainted in agony. Rika-chan pat my head, satisfied at the sight, and Sadako laughed loudly in triumph. I've completely lost. In the end, I talked big but couldn't make a single dish adequately. At this rate, I'll go without dinner, and tomorrow morning no breakfast, and no bento for lunch either. I didn't know how many days it would be before my parents returned, but at this rate, without a doubt.
飢え死にだー。もちろん明日の弁当もなし。そして明日の罰ゲームも俺で決まり。ギャー。
Oh, she's so cute. They're both so cute. Rika-chan kept on patting my head with a smile on her face that couldn't possibly get any bigger. Sadako, completely appalled at how unsightly I looked, heaved a heavy sigh.
大の男が情けないったらありゃしませんのね。ほら、おどき遊ばせ。
As I sobbed like a girl, Sadako, displeased, brushed me aside, dumped the remains of the miso soup into the sink tidy, then began to rinse out the pot.
いいよ、サトコ。自分の後片付けくらい俺がやるよ。
I couldn't have Sadako clean up the cooking utensils I'd made a mess of. But when I tried to stop her, Rika-chan pulled on my clothes.
圭一は黙って見ているといいのですよ。
She grinned as she said it.
黙って見てろって何言ってるんだ、リカちゃん。
まあそういうことですわね。圭一さんは黙って私に任せればいいんですのよ。
Satoko turned around and declared, seeming bothered, as if to say that amateurs should keep their hands off. Her annoyed expression was a little scary.
任せるって何を。
Satoko didn't answer. Instead, she spun back around and began to rifle through the pots in the refrigerator.
おいおい、あまりいじり回すなよ。ひっくり返したりしたら俺が後でお袋に怒られるんだからな。
Yeah, but not at the soot on the ceiling, which maybe you should take care of before they come back.
うるさい男ですわね。男子厨房に立ち入らずでしたよ。リカあいあいさーですよ。
Sadako snapped her fingers and Rika-chan got on her tiptoes, grabbed me by the back of my neck, and started dragging me away. Leaving Sadako alone in the kitchen, Rika-chan dragged me back into the living room.
おいおい、リカちゃん、もう話してくれよ。サトコに任せたら台所が大変なことに。
今日のサトコは圭一を見返しに来たのですよ。復讐なのです。
復讐？そういえばサトコのやつどこか険しい顔を。
Eventually, from the kitchen, there was the sound of a faucet being twisted and a stove dial being turned. I began to hear the nostalgic sounds that made me envision dinner time. The refrigerator opening and closing, ingredients being cut on the chopping board. What did that mean? Was she cooking?
圭一にいっぱいいっぱいバカにされましたですから。サトコは自分にもお料理がちゃんとできるところを圭一に見せたかったのですよ。
こうして音だけ聞いてる限りではお皿を落とす音も破裂音も爆発音も聞こえてこないな。
At this point, at least, she had proven she was a more skillful cook than me. In the cooking showdown with Sadako Hoju versus Keiichi Maibara, it looked like victory had already been decided. I recalled Satoko's slightly annoyed expression from before.
俺、日中サトコのことをちょっとバカにしすぎちゃったよな。ひょっとしてそれで根に持たれた？
No, that's one good thing Keiichi's good at is like put his foot in his mouth and getting people mad at him. And it does not end well for him. We were just provoking each other with our usual back and forth. But I also think I maybe overdid it. At the very least, I shouldn't have made fun of Satoko, who could cook for herself, when I'd never cooked other than for recreation before.
サトコはそんなの根に持っていませんです。
でもこうしてわざわざ俺のところまで押しかけてきたくらいだろ。やっぱり怒ってるに違いないよ。
I quietly took a peek into the kitchen. She definitely looked different than the usual bird-brained Satoko. Her eyes were sharp and her movements were brisk, to the point where it was a little scary. Then she must have noticed me because she turned around and shot me in an annoyed glare. I cringed in fear and hastily pulled my head back out.
怒ってる。やっぱり怒ってる。ああ、俺はどんな復讐をされるんだろう。ああ。
サトコは失敗したくないから真剣なだけなのです。怒ってなんかいないのですよ。
あれのどこが怒ってないって言うんだよ。あんなおっかなそうなサトコ初めて見たよ。
ケイイチさん、ちょっと聞こえてますの？
はい。
I jumped at Satoko's angry outburst and faced towards the kitchen. I felt exactly like a kid who had done something bad and gotten called to the teacher's lounge.
お味噌ってどこにしまってありますの？冷蔵庫がでかくて全然わかりませんですわよ。
すみません。味噌はその冷蔵庫の中段扉の中の下の網棚の左奥に。
なんですのこれは。お味噌のパックは使ったらちゃんと口を閉じなさいですわよ。冷蔵庫の中がお味噌で汚れてしまってるではありませんの。
すみません。
Before I can look for something to wipe it with, Satoko wiped it off with a wet dish towel.
まったく、男の人ってのはどうしてこう後片付けがずさんなんでございますの？そのまま大人になったらと思うとゾッとしましたよ。
Hug. I couldn't talk back to Satoko today. The only thing I could do was obediently lower my head and apologize. Satoko nitpicked and I apologized. A good smell began to fill the kitchen.
お味噌汁のお味噌はこう。お玉に少量をすくい取ってお箸で溶きながら少しずつ加えて味見をしながら慎重にですのよ。丸ごとひねり出してお鍋に開けちゃうなんて言語道断でしたよ。
すみません。家庭科の授業は真面目にやってませんでした。
情けない。まったく、これだから男の人は。
I cowered at her annoyed-sounding muttering. But looking at her like this, she seemed quite good at cooking. It had just been overshadowed by Rena's and Rika-chan's artistic abilities. Satoko's skills were clearly enough to get passing marks.
さあさあ、そんなところでぼーっとしてる暇がございましたら食卓にお茶碗の用意をなさいませ。私もリカも食べますから用意は3人分ですわよ。
はいはい。
I hastily took a 3 people's worth of dishes and such from the cabinets and headed to the dining room. When I returned there, I could hear laughter from a variety show on the television. Rika-chan was sprawled out on the couch, watching television and relaxing. When she noticed me putting the dishes out on the table, she came scampering up.
もうすぐご飯なのです。ケイイチのうちでご飯なのです。ニパー。
リカちゃんは上機嫌みたいだな。サトコの不機嫌とはえらい違いだ。
サトコは全然不機嫌じゃないです。久しぶりにとても楽しそうなのですよ。
楽しそう？あれがか？
サトコがニーニーと一緒だった頃みたいです。こんなに楽しそうなサトコを見るのは本当に久しぶりなのですよ。
This really is going to be the everything bad is going to happen to Satoko and it's going to be really sad episode, isn't it? Like, they're focusing a lot on her because obviously this is her chapter, but I'm just like, I feel like something really bad's going to happen to her. Nini? What the heck is Nini? Is it a sound cats make?
ニーニーはニーニーです。
Oh, Satoshi.
サトコのお兄さんなのですよ。
We're gonna we're gonna get into the tragic backstory of Satoko more, because, like, it was only hinted at in the other chapters, so I'm very curious to learn kind of more about that.
サトシと言いますです。名前くらい聞いたことがありませんですか？
Satoshi. Satoshi Hoshu? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. At least he didn't go to our school.
サトシっていうのか、サトコの兄貴は。初めて聞いたな。
She had a brother, huh? I didn't know that. She does have one. Saying that, Rika-chan grinned even more brightly and went Nipa again.
サトシと一緒にいる時のサトコはいつもこんな風で楽しそうだったのですよ。本当に久しぶりにこんな楽しそうなサトコを見ますのです。
However I looked at it, she seemed to be in a bad mood. But her good friend Rika-chan was saying it was actually the opposite.
楽しそうなのか。
きっとニーニーと一緒だった頃を思い出してるに違いないのです。懐かしいのですよ。
懐かしい？じゃあ今はサトコとは別居なのか。
Maybe Satoko's older brother Satoshi is actually a lot older than her? He must have gone off on his own and was living by himself far away.
サトコはそのサトシって兄と仲は良かったみたいだな。
はい、とても仲良しな兄弟だったです。
She spread her arms wide to demonstrate the width of how well they got along. According to Rika-chan, Satoko supported her docile, slightly unreliable older brother through nagging. That was their relationship. Oh, it's kind of like, oh, so it's like he is kind of a replacement for her brother where she's nagging him. I see. That certainly applied to the current situation. We had me, unreliable, unable to cook even a single dish properly, and Satoko, who redid it while scolding me. Could Satoko have been getting a glimpse of her brother, who now lived far away, through me?
いつもあんな感じでサトシに小言を言いながら、だけどしっかりと支えながら仲良く生活してたんだな。
今日圭一のところへ来たのだってサトコが言い出したのですよ。
She said there's no way the unreliable Keiichi-san could possibly make dinner. We need to go make it for him.
じゃあ別に復讐とか見返すとかそういう意味で来たんじゃなかったのか。
放っておけなかったのですよ。サトコは今でもしっかり者の妹なのです。
I was an only child. I didn't know how it felt to have siblings. Of course, I've never had a little sister like Satoko. But I felt that in this moment, I was an older brother obediently and helplessly being looked after by her, without any teasing or messing around. I'm going to give thanks for her trouble. That's what I'd honestly thought.
圭一さん、おしゃもじがどこにあるかわかりませんでしたよ。
ごめん。しゃもじはその右脇の引き出しの中に。
I ran into the kitchen, got the ladle out of the drawer, and offered it to Satoko.
さあ出来上がりでしたよ。もうお茶碗とかは準備できてますの？
ああ、もう準備 OK だぜ。
ではご飯にしましょうですわね。リカ、お夕飯ですわよ。みー。
I heard Rika-chan's effervescent voice coming from the dining room. Satoko turned off the gas flame on the stove and lifted up the pot of miso soup.
圭一さんは炊飯器を持ってきてくださいます？ひっくり返さないように注意するんですのよ。
ああ、気をつけるよ。
I can carry rice cookers just fine without being warned about it. I thought about replying like that, but I decided not to. No mean words or witty retorts today. Rice with steam billowing from it and miso soup, as well as a handful of side dishes. On the table was a truly firm, family-oriented dinner. It wasn't weird at all or extravagant. It was a daily meal, the sort a housewife would make. It was very nonchalant and brimming with liveliness.
ではいただきますですわよ。
いただきます。
At Satoko's command, Rika-chan and I both thanked her in a loud voice.
俺、サトコのことを侮ってたよ。完全に敗北だ。
少 話は見直しまして。リカやレナさんに比べれば私もまだまだですけど、頼りないケイイチさんなんかよりはよっぽどお料理ができましたよ。
へいへい、おみそれしやした。
After I honestly admitted my defeat, Satoko's expression finally softened, and she laughed with her normally loud and cheerful voice.
お、ご飯いい感じで炊き上がってるな。
Though she used the rice cooker, it tasted a little different from the rice my mom made. Maybe she used a different amount of water for it. Even so, I could feel Satoko's personality from the rice, which made it taste better than usual. The miso soup was a little on the thick side, but it was still delicious. The side dishes, while not exactly flashy, tasted great as well. It was all so appetizing, and I couldn't stop eating.
おかずもよくできてるよ。サトコも決して料理は下手じゃないぞ。
I gave my honest impression without a hint of sarcasm. Satoko seemed to have been expecting some, because when I praised her so honestly, she got flustered instead.
褒められるのは光栄ですけど、そんなに立派ではありませんのよ。おかずはお惣菜屋さんで買ったものを温めただけですし、これとこれは缶詰を開けただけですし、自分でちゃんと作ったのはご飯と味噌汁だけなんですのよ。
Satoko said, embarrassed, her face a little flushed. There was none of her normal verbal abuse or sarcasm in there either.
ご飯とお味噌汁しか作ってませんけど、出来合いのおかずを並べればそこそこに立派にはなりますのよね。
うちのお袋だって出来合いのお惣菜は使うし、缶詰だって使うよ。そんなので恥ずかしがることはないだろう。これは立派な夕食だよ。
I gave her honest praise. I've never met Satoko's brother, but Satoshi would probably praise her the same way.
まあ、私にもそこそこのお料理ができることが分かっていただけたのでしたら、それで十分ですわね。おかわりいります？お味噌汁はまだありますですわよ。
Huh? Did that brat just awkwardly change the subject? When I realized my response had been on the mark, it made me a little happy.
こうしてご飯を食べてると、サトシと一緒にご飯を食べてるみたいで楽しいのです。
Rika-chan mentioned Satoko's older brother's name again. Satoko's chopsticks paused, and she looked up at the ceiling.
懐かしいですわね。一体今頃どこでどうしてるやら。
She had a faraway smile as if yearning for a friend who had moved away. From how it looked, I got the impression she hadn't seen Satoshi in quite some time. Satoko realized I was giving her a blank stare.
申し訳ないですわね。サトシっていうのは私のニーニーじゃなくて兄なのですのよ。
あ、うん、そうなんだ。
Nini must have been a nickname only Satoko used for him. It was funny to see her hastily deny it.
あんなに生活力のない人に家出なんて解消があったなんてびっくりでございますけど。まあ、そのうち値を上げてひょっこり帰ってくるに決まってますわ。
I wonder if if she knows what happened to him and she's just in denial, thinking like he moved away, or she genuinely believes he moved away.
家出したんだ。
There was another story to what Satoko had said so cheerfully. The reason for Satoshi not living with her was a little serious. Everyone had been talking about it in such an upbeat way, so I continued to talk about him. Should I not have broached the subject at all? I hastily took a look at Satoko's face after thinking that, but there was no trace of the gloomy expression I'd been worrying about.
まあ、一人暮らしに憧れるなんて年頃らしい夢ではありませんの。どうせニーニーには長続きするはずもありませんけどね。ご来性のない人ですから。サトシはああ見えてもとても我慢強い人なのですよ。サトコが思ってるよりもずっと我慢強いのです。リカはすぐニーニーの肩を持ちますのね。リカはちょっと甘やかしすぎですのよ。サトコはニーニーに厳しすぎるのです。帰ってきたらもっと優しくしてあげた方が良いのです。
Satoko and Rika-chan's views regarding Nini, aka Satoshi, were parallel to each other. But I could easily tell both of them really liked him. They were so optimistic too. Even though he had run away from them, it was like they were going to see him again next week. Satoko and Rika-chan both liked Satoshi even now and waited for him, believing he would surely return. I've never met him, but I know for sure that this Satoshi person was a really good guy. I had thought Sadako would be deeply hurt by her brother running away, but she had already overcome that. She was still being the energetic little sister, always full of vim and vigor, as if to say her brother could come back any time he liked. I thought that Sadako didn't think through anything, and just frolicked and played practical jokes every day, and that was it. But she was really... yeah.
なんで私の頭を撫でますの？
I roughly rubbed a hand through Sadako's hair.
俺サトコのことを誤解してたよ。お前がこんなにしっかり者だなんて思わなかった。
Sadako seemed to think I was making fun of her and tried to bat away my hand. But then she saw there wasn't even a trace of malice on my face, and obediently granted me her head.
サトコはしっかり者。
Aww.
私は最初からしっかり者でしたよ。圭一さんに合わせて悪ふざけしてあげてたに過ぎませんわ。
There was her usual provocation, but I decided not to buy into it today.
そうだな。俺に合わせてふざけてただけなんだよな。でも本当はこんなにもしっかり者。偉い偉い。
本当に褒めてますの？なんだかバカにされてるような。
俺は全然バカにしてないぞ。真面目に褒めてる。バカにしてるときはリカちゃんも一緒に撫でるからな。
それもそうですわね。リカは人を小バカにするときよく頭を撫でますものね。缶詰のイワシさんが美味しいのですよ。
Rika-chan went Nippa and her smile became even brighter. Her attitude was clear as day, but it was annoyingly cute, so both Sadako and I suddenly burst into laughter. The laughter lightened up the table. The table itself is so dull and simple that I never even thought people could be laughing like this around it. And then, I finally came to realize something really obvious.
笑いながら食べる食事って美味しいよな。
もちろんなのですよ。笑いはご飯を美味しくするのです。失礼ですわね。ご飯が美味しいのは私のお料理が美味しいからに決まってますわよ。
This harmonious moment, this happy circle, it was completely different than spending time with family, but still somehow nostalgic.
サトコはニーニーに会いたいか？
ニーニーなんて言ってませんですわ。兄とお呼びなさいですわ。
Hey, wait, you've been saying Nini this, Nini that the whole time. I grinned wryly and decided to just call him brother like she told me to.
サトコは兄貴に会いたいか？
Rika-chan stopped eating, then looked back and forth between my face and Sadako's. Sadako was smiling. She looked like she was trying to choose her words. Just from that, Sadako conveyed her feelings. Honestly, she wished he would come home right now. But she wasn't that weak. Satoshi should just do what he wanted until he was satisfied. In return, she'd let him have the scolding of his lifetime. And then she'd have dinner with him and lay out his futon for him.
会いたいかと言われれば、もちろん会いたいに決まってますわね。もうすぐで1年になりますもの。
It's been that long already. Rika-chan smiled thinly, her eyes appearing to look far away.
まあ、ニーニーの好きにすればいいのですわ。
Oh. I'm wondering though, like, if Sadako, like, truly believes that he just moved away, but Rika knows the truth and she's just kind of going along with it to, you know, not upset Sadako, but, like, the way that she's reacting, that kind of, like, looking over at Sadako to see how she'd react when talking about the brother and everything, and she's just like, she knows Sadako is in denial, or I don't know, it's just like, it seems like Rika knows that something more than that happened, but she doesn't want to say that.
少しでも生活力を身につけてたくましくなって帰ってきてくれれば、私の負担も軽くなるわけですし。
Sorry about that, guys. My cat's laying next to me. She stretched out and her paw hit the mouse. What did you do, Clementine? Okay, sorry about that. How do I get back? Clemmy, you messed up the whole Let's Play. What did you do? Okay, there we go. Let's just move the mouse a little further away there.
ほら、またニーニーって言った。
言いましたですね。言ってませんわよ。ニーニーのことをニーニーなんて言いませんわよ。
Things rapidly returned to the usual lively atmosphere of lunchtime at school, but nothing changed about Satoko's feelings towards her brother. She was living so bravely and so strongly. Hey Satoshi, your sister is trying so hard to watch the place while you're gone, isn't she? Give it a rest and come back soon, got it?
Satoko, そろそろお片付けをしないとお眠になる時間なのです。
It was when we were all watching TV while enjoying some tea after dinner. Rika-chan let out a big yawn and then spoke. Sadako and I both looked at the clock and noticed how late it had gotten. No, perhaps we both realized it already. We just didn't want this warm moment to end. Maybe we didn't want to say anything.
いけませんわね。まだ食器を洗っていませんでしたわ。
いいよ、そんなの。それくらい俺がやっておくよ。飯をごちそうになって食器まで洗わせるわけにはいかないよ。
本当に大丈夫ですの？慣れない人が洗うとお皿とか洗剤で滑って落としちゃいますわよ。
He somehow, while he's like washing the dishes, he like sets the dishes are on fire and he's like, I don't even know how I did this. Gee, she's turned into a perfect nagging little sister. It was charming and awkward. Emotions like that were all mixed up inside me. I gave her a vague, dry smile.
Keiichi だってお皿くらい洗えますですよ。
Yeah, I would hope Keiichi's not at least that hopeless that he can't even wash dishes without hurting himself or like somehow burning down the house.
割ったお皿で怪我をしたら明日学校でかわいそしてあげますです。わー。
Rika-chan yawned again, so wide you could see her molars.
本当に大丈夫ですの？圭一さんって見かけと違って随分と頼りない方でございますからね。
やれやれ。聡子の中の圭一株は大暴落みたいだな。安心しろ。皿くらいきっちりと洗ってみせるぞ。安心して帰れ。っていうか、こんな時間じゃ聡子たちだけに帰らせられないよな。
I do like that Keiichi's a little bit of a, like, you know, kind of immature and sometimes he puts his foot in his mouth, but he's a pretty good gentleman. He's like, you know, I'll clean up, you made dinner for me, I'll walk you guys home. He's a good guy.
家まで送るよ。自転車の鍵を。
私たちを送った後、一人で家に帰るのは圭一さんではありませんの。夜道に迷って、高津戸あたりに迷い込んだら大変ですのよ。あのあたり、お家も明かりも全然ありませんから。
I was trying to worry about them going home, but I didn't think they'd be worried about me getting lost. Am I really that unreliable? She really is being critical, but yeah. This feeling I have, it's not bad. So I ended up not needing to escort them. I saw off Sadako and Rika-chan to the gate.
今日は本当にありがとうな。おかげでとても文化的な夕飯にありつけたよ。
聡子が来なかったら、今頃圭一はグーグーでニャーニャーだったのです。本当ですわね。本当来てよかったですわ。
They really saved me. I gave them another bow filled with gratitude.
そうそう。ご飯とおかずの残りをタッパーに詰めておきましたから、明日はそれをお弁当になさいませ。あと、明日の朝食は食パンとジャムがいいですわね。いちごジャムとピーナッツバターが冷蔵庫中段の右端にありましたわ。あと、粉末ココアが食器棚の右上の戸の中に。
I know all that. You don't have to go into detail. I was about to say that, but I decided to humbly listen to her. It was then that I finally realized that Sadako, who had appeared to be in a bad mood, was in fact in a great one, just like Rika-chan had said. And that though she nagged a lot, she was very kind.
では、おやすみなさいなのですよ。寝る前にはちゃんと歯を磨くんですのよ。5分以上かけてしっかりと磨きなさいませ。
She really is like a little mom, isn't she?
わかったよ、さとこ。ちゃんと歯も磨くし、明日の朝飯も用意する。弁当も忘れないようにするよ。
いつもより早めに起きないと朝食やお弁当の支度ができませんわよ。なんなら少し早いくらいの時間に目覚まし代わりに電話して差し上げましょうか。
Oh my god, she's like completely flipped on me. She's turning into basically like making sure that that I'm okay and, you know, like well fed and, you know, wake up early enough. Like even with this big competition going on, she's like basically helped me potentially not lose it. Man, they really are like turning Satoko around and like really going in depth into her a little bit more and making her more three-dimensional, I guess.
そこまでしてくれなくても大丈夫だよ。目覚まし時計を少し早めにセットしておくことにする。ありがとな。いろいろと気にしてくれて。
Satoko looked like she had more fault-finding to do, but she stopped and, leaving me with a good night, got on her bike and disappeared down the nighttime road. Rika-chan went to do the same, but then remembered something and came back.
どうしたリカちゃん、忘れ物か？
今日のケイイチは100点満点でした。パチパチパチなのです。
Rika-chan suddenly complimented me. She clapped her small hands. What was she on about?
別に褒められるようなことはしてないだろう。危うく自宅を火事にするところだったし。
サトコもきっとニーニーが帰ってきたような気がして、とても楽しかったと思いますです。たまにこれからもサトコのお小言に付き合ってあげてほしいのですよ。
サトコに小言を言われる頼りない兄貴。サトシの代わりになってやれっていうことか？
Rika-chan didn't say anything. She just smiled and went all Nipa.
サトシってさ、こんなにもできた妹と一緒で何が不満だったんだ？俺がサトシだったら絶対に家出なんかしないぞ。
サトシにはサトシなりの事情があったのです、きっと。
I didn't know what he was unhappy with. But whatever the reason, it was no excuse for abandoning Satoko.
早く帰ってくるといいな。俺じゃ多分本物のニーニーの代役は。
大丈夫ですよ。今日のケイイチはサトシそっくりだったのです。またお願いしますなのですよ。
That's what would make Satoko happy. I'd take on this easy role whenever I needed to.
リカ
Satoko stopped her bike under a distant exterior light and called out to her friend, who wasn't coming no matter how long she waited.
では僕はもう行きますですよ。おやすみなさいなのです。
ああ、おやすみ。
僕ではサトシの代わりをできませんが、ケイイチならできます。これで僕も心の荷が一つ下りましたのですよ。
Leaving me with that, Rika-chan sped off on her bike. She rode up next to Satoko, and then the two of them disappeared in the blink of an eye.
サトシ、本当に早く帰ってきてやれよな。あんまり帰りが遅かったら。
I'll punch you right in the nose. Let's try our best until that day comes, Satoko. Even if I could no longer hear the sounds of their bicycles. I stood there for a while, seeing them off. Aw, that was so sweet. I'm gonna enjoy these moments while they're still here before it gets all dark. That was really cute. Alright, well, let's go ahead and check out the first tip of the chapter. Satoko's Trap Course Elementary.
俺が保証する。サトコならこの山で籠城して一個師団相手くらいなら十分にあしらえるに違いない。
私は知ってるよ。サトコはとある国の特殊部隊に招聘されてトラップの訓練教官をやってたんだ。
そんな変な話はいいから誰か助けて。
How did it come to this? What traps did we fall for, and how did we fall for them? Mion was caught in a profusely thin pitfall she couldn't escape from, and only her head was poking above the ground. Rena's head was completely covered by a tin bucket. She was squirming around in a vain attempt to remove it. Either of these really were funny, but that's where it ended. At least they had their feet on the ground.
ケイちゃんの方はどう？抜けられそう？早く抜け出しておじさんを助けてよ。
抜け出して助けるのはミオンの方だ。このスマッキ状態の俺に何をしろと言うんだ。
I was wrapped up in a bamboo mat and hanging 2 meters above the ground. Ugh, what was this trap and how did I fall into it? Huh? It was Satoko. This all started when they suggested that I was unfamiliar with nature, having grown up in the city, and proposed a little exploration on the mountain.
でもレナもよく裏山は知らないよ。レナじゃ迷子になっちゃう。
裏山ね。小さい頃はよく遊んだけど、ここ何年かはさっぱりだな。あそこ道を誤るとかなりデンジャラスに迷うんだよな。
裏山なら私たちにお任せですわよ。山が丸ごと私とリカの遊び場なんですもの。ねえリカ。
おお、それは心強いな。じゃあここは2人の顔を立てて2人の道案内でハイキングと行こうじゃないか。
でもケイチ君、裏山は迷うから遊びに行っちゃいけないって夏休みのしおりにも書いてあるよ。まだ夏休みではありませんですから大丈夫なのですよ。僕たちが道を知って裏山は昔から私たちの遊び場でございますもの。岩も同然。抜け道、近道までバッチリでございましたよ。
Yes, both Sadako and Rika-chan knew the path like the back of their hands. Thanks to them, we had our fill of fresh air, gorgeous views, and Mother Nature, the likes of which you could never see in the village. But things got strange partway through.
そうそう皆さん、ここからは私が歩いた足跡の通りに歩くんですわよ。
はあ？突然何を言い出すんだ？
おとなしくサトコの言うことを聞く方が身のためなのです。あれれ？ねえみーちゃん、ほらこれなんだろうね。引っ張るのかな？かな？
Suddenly, squeak, crash. When Rena pulled the kite string, a bunch of bamboo spears fastened to a tree branch all came raining down with a clatter right next to where Rena was standing.
何これ？何？
懐かしいのですよ。これは確か2年生の2学期にサトコが作ったトラップなのです。危なかったですわね。竹槍の先端には犬の糞が塗ってありますから。
Damn, Sadako!
腐り出しますわよ。
A little unnecessary. I was thinking that as like if a thing with spikes comes down, it's like that could be dangerous. Someone standing in the wrong place.
ここはいつからゲリラの戦場になったんだ？
Like I could understand wanting to just trap someone, but I'm like, why would you put dog poop on it if these are your friends? According to Sadako and Rika-chan, earlier in elementary school, Sadako had been on a trap-making craze and set them up along every inch of this mountain.
キイチ君、ひょっとして裏山が立ち入り禁止なのは迷うからじゃなくて危ないからじゃないのかな。
Mion and I both nodded wholeheartedly at Rena's hypothesis.
先を急ぎますわよ。早く戻らないと暗くなってしまいますわ。暗くなったら私だって危ないでございますからね。
But you're the one who brought us to this crazy mountain. Why was an average healthy Japanese boy like me being forced to deal with life-threatening booby traps? And then, the very moment Sadako and Rika-chan got just out of sight was when the three of us all got caught in nice little traps together.
誰か出して！私おトイレに行きたいの！
そんなことより誰かこのバケツ取って。前が見えない。
おいレナ、 あんまり暴れるな。パンツが見えるぞ。
見たケイチコが見た。
Smash, crash, smash, smash, crash, crash, bash.
見えてるだろ絶対。バケツかぶって。
Keiichi, just keep your mouth shut at that point. Bucket Rena was using me as a sandbag and Mion was crying.
落とし穴から抜けられなくてかわいそうなのです。もう皆さん、だから言いましたでしょ、私から離れたらいけませんでしたよって。
I finally had an epiphany. Satoko had been so bent on taking everyone out to the mountain because she wanted to brag about all the traps she'd set up here over the years. You could have stopped just at showing them to us. I didn't need to experience how it felt firsthand. Rika-chan pets our 3 heads in sequence in an incredibly satisfied mood. Mion gleefully announced the beginning of lunch.
いよいよお昼の時間でしたよ。この中の一人が罰ゲームになるんですわよね。はあ、今日の罰ゲームはちょっと怖いからね。レナ、悪いけど思いっきり真剣に作ってきたよ。
In Rena's case, I don't think she'd lose even if she wasn't taking it seriously. I know that Satoko helped us out yesterday, but I can't help to think maybe she sabotaged it. Like maybe while she was putting away the leftovers and be like, okay, you can use this for your bento tomorrow. She like secretly put some salt in it or something. Because she's still Satoko. She still has that, you know, she's still gonna want to not lose.
僕たちもそれぞれに頑張りましたのですよ。
今日はさとこもリカちゃんもそれぞれに別々に作ってきた。いつもは2人一緒のお弁当だけど、今日は一緒だと勝負にならないからね。
そこは大丈夫ですのよ。リカも私もちゃんとそれぞれに用意させていただきましたのよ。わあ、さとこちゃんもリカちゃんも頑張ったんだね。楽しみ。
ちょっと意外だったのはケイちゃんがちゃんとお弁当を用意できた点かな。ケイちゃんもさすがやればできるみたいじゃない。
I scratched my head and gave her a dry smile. My bento today had been made entirely by Satoko last night. It had none of my personality, so there wasn't anything there that they could praise me for.
ケイチ君のお弁当はどんなだろう。はう、楽しみ。
そんな大したものじゃないから期待するなよ。夕べのご飯のお惣菜の残りが詰めてあるだけだし。
He definitely lost his bluster from yesterday.
お夕食の残り物はお弁当の基本なのですよ。夕べのケイチさんのお夕食も分かって一石二鳥ですわね。
Was it really better to hide the fact that Satoko came over and made dinner last night? Well, of course it was. If I revealed I didn't make my own bento, I'd be sure to end up playing the punishment game. Today's punishment game was to stand right in front of the curry maniac Chie-sensei and say bad things about curry. It wasn't too different from telling someone to jump out of a 100-story window. It was exactly the same as telling someone to die.
でもみーちゃん、今日のお弁当勝負ってどうやって勝敗をつけるのかな。ケイチ君もちゃんと作ってこれたんだから、今日はこれで引き分けで決着なんじゃないのかな。
No, Rena's probably looking out for me because she knows I'm gonna lose.
それもそうですわね。昨日の罰ゲームはケイチさんに自炊を促すための葉っぱみたいなものですし。ケイチもちゃんと作ってこれましたから引 き分けなのですよ。
Now, Mion's not gonna let that pass. She's like, no, there's no such thing as a draw in the class activity, or club activities. I keep saying class activities. My simple bento with last night's leftovers could never have stood up to everyone else's bento that they made to win. I fully understood Satoko and Rika-chan's concern for me as they tried to end the showdown peacefully. However, the club president, Mion Sonozaki, would not be convinced by something like that.
何を甘っちょろいこと言ってるんだか。白黒つけない灰色勝負なんて絶対ごめん。ぶつかったら決着つけなきゃ。手打ちして引き分けなんて遊びでやってんじゃないんだよ。
言うと思ったぜ。勝負好きのミオンがこのまま終わらせるわけないよな。
This was bad. At this rate, I was sure to be the sole loser. But, well, I didn't make this bento after all. Maybe I need to resign myself to my inevitable loss.
ではミー、どうやって勝敗を決めますですか？
相互採点じゃ公平な採点にならないからね。ここは公開審査と行こうじゃない。みんな全員集合。
Mion commanded everyone who had just started eating using her club president voice.
おじさんたち5人のお弁当を採点してもらうよ。ベスト3までを紙に書いて投票すること。いいかな？
Everyone in the class was used to being dragged into Mion's club activities. Yeah, came out the energetic voices from here and there. Everyone already knew the showdown this time involved an utterly fatal punishment game, and they were all very interested about what would happen to whoever lost. Of course, they wanted the thrill of seeing something terrifying.
ではみんないいかな？まずは私から行くよ。それ！
In exaggerated fashion, Mion pulled the lid off her multi-tiered, ornate bento box. The multiple cheers of joy erupted at the brilliant sight.
すごいですわね。おせち料理みたいでしたよ。
嘘だ。嘘に決まってる。こんなのどこかの仕出し弁当の中身を移し替えただけに違いない。こんな純日本風な料理をミオンが園崎ミオンが作れるわけがない。
No, don't doubt what Mion can do. I learned that from the last chapter. She's capable of a lot of things.
みーちゃん、このくらいは本気になれば作れるよ。めったに本気にならないけど。
おじさんを誰だと思ってるわけ？時間と材料があるなら満館全席だって再現してみせるよ。
The entire classroom gulped audibly, and everyone wrote down a score on the notepad in their hands simultaneously. I feel like them knowing whose bento box is whose, I feel like that's a little bit of a bias, because of course, even if hers wasn't good, they're not gonna say anything bad about the club president. I feel like they should all have just been presented like 1, 2, 3, like this is number 1, this is number 2, but they don't say whose box it is. But anyway, that's just me. It made sense. Just the visual impact would give her a perfect score.
じゃあ次はレナのお弁当行ってみようか。レナもかなり料理は得意だからね。
レナのお弁当はいつも食卓の花なのですよ。みんなありがとね。じゃあレナのお弁当も公開するね。
Rena's bento was a beautiful mix of the two colors of eggs and mincemeat, and it too was a bento staple, the Soboro bento. She had been thorough with the side dishes as well, and they were abundant in number. She had spent more time than usual on it, but it was unassuming and truly nonchalant. One couldn't ignore the household warmth in it that Mion's bento lacked.
さすがですわね。これは高得点が期待できましたよ。
さすが。厳しめに見ても減点の余地は全くないね。相変わらず見事。
Once again, every one of the judges wrote a score on their notepad at the same time. There seemed to be some who were revising their opinions when they compared it to Mion's score too. The whole classroom seemed split between Mion and Rena. and on everyone's face it was clear that they all wanted to be tasting them rather than scoring them.
では続いて僕たちなのです。では公開するでございますわよ。
Come to think of it, Satoko and Rika-chan ate with me last night at my house. It was impressive that they still made a bento. Both their bentos were clearly lacking compared to Mion's artfulness and Rena's perfection. However, because of that, you could sense from them how hard they worked. The toppings were a little on the rough side, but you could still feel that they tried their hardest. It made you feel a little biased so that you'd give them more points. A few people struck by just that once again revised their opinions and wrote in scores on their notepaper.
サトコもリカちゃんもよく今日のお弁当を用意できたもんだな。レナやミオンの出来には
Oh
確
darn
かに
it!
劣るかもしれな
I
いけ
did
ど
it again. I can't even
それ
blame
を考えると
I can't even blame the cat this time. All right. Sadako and Rika-chan glanced at each other and grinned happily.
実は内緒でございますのよ。くにょくにょくにょくにょ。
Eh? What? When Sadako told me, I broke off from the others and secretly looked for my classmates' bento box. Oh no, she took them. Oh, they didn't have time to make their own, so they stole things from other people's boxes? There, Tomita-kun and Okumuro-kun's bento boxes. I took a quick peek inside and... Ah! Half of the contents were missing. Not bad. In the end, Sadako and Rika-chan hadn't made bento today. A bold move. They got Tomita-kun and Okumuro-kun to share their bentos with them.
おい、富田君、岡村君、
Oh, those are the two kids that have crushes on them, right? So of course that they would agree to that.
何を条件に買収された？
いきなり何ですか前原さん。私たちがいつ何を買収されたって言うんですか。
そうっすよ。別にサトコたちに水やり当番を代わってもらうくらいで弁当を半分なんか。
Curse you, Sadako. What an impudent trick. Sadako grinned, showing her fang-like canines, and laughed in triumph.
あら、これはケイチさんに学ばせてもらった技ですのよ。
Oh, the curry incident, right. How naive, buying them out with watering duty alone. They're men. If you're going to buy them out, you need to use something a lot spicier than that. For example, like giving them 3 tickets to walk Sadako and Rika-chan around like dogs all day with them on all fours, wearing tails and with leashes around their necks. No, I like theirs better. Whoa, that might be enough to get me to do anything. Ew. Keiichi, it's been so long since you've said something creepy. As I was lost in my wild fantasies, Mion clapped me on the shoulder and called me back to reality. Damn, it was just getting good. Ew! Keiichi, ew! I take back what I said before about him being a gentleman.
次はいよいよケイちゃんのお弁当だね。ケイちゃんの昨日の予告だとかなりのものが期待されるけど、実際はどうなのかな。
ケイチ君ってやるときにはやる人だからね。レナ、今日はとっても楽しみにしてたんだよ。
Ugh, they're all looking forward to it. But it's really just leftovers from dinner last night. I didn't even make it either. How was that supposed to stand up to Mion and Rena and the others?
もうやけだ。見て驚くなよ。
But then again, there he goes with the showmanship again. I tore the lid off my bento box. There weren't very many cheers. Well, I guess there wouldn't be.
ケイチ君も精一杯頑張ったんだね。レナはその頑張りわかるよ。
レナ、無理に褒めなくていいぞ。
どんな具合ですの？ケイチさんにしては頑張ってる方ですの？
まあその頑張りは認めてあげたいけどね。勝負は非常だしね。
Mion's cold, mean laugh. It was like it spoke for everyone's opinion just like that.
圭一くん初挑戦なのにこんなに上手に作れたんだよ。みんなもっともっと評価してあげてもいいと思うんだけどな。
Oh, Rena, thank you.
でも勝負は非常なのです。
さーてケイちゃん、採点結果を集計する前に何か申し開きがあるなら聞いておくけど。
This is the chance for him to do his hyping up like he did with the takoyaki stand. I think that's how you pronounce it. And with the curry, he's got to sell it. He's good at that. He's got to sell his food and why it's awesome.
申し開きってなんだよ。
ケイちゃんがここで何かを訴えることでわずかな得点加算が望めるかもしれないってこと。
Yeah, here we go. This is his specialty. Everyone's got their specialty, and that's his. He's talking a big game and kind of like getting people on his side.
何しろ今日の勝負はビリでさえなければいいんだから。
Oh, I wonder if it's going to be like Satoko is going to end up coming in last and she's going to be like, why did I help him?
うまくすればなんとか罰ゲームから逃れることができるかもよ。
それって兄、圭一さんのお弁当がビリって言ってるのと同じことでしてよ。
別におじさん誰の弁当がビリなんて言ったつもりはないんだけどな。
Mion cackled repulsively. In contrast, Satoko's smile was growing somehow awkward. Oh, right. Oh, because she made the food, so it would be like her food was going to be rated last. This bento was filled with last night's side dishes. That means it was basically a bento that Satoko made. Oh, that means Satoko was gonna like hype up my food too, because like that's her food she's defending. And Mion outright said it would come in last place.
みーちゃん、ちょっと意地悪だよ。圭一くんがかわいそう。
レーナケイちゃんも今日の弁当勝負は負けられないってあらかじめ知ってたんだよ。それを承知で昨日あれだけの大見栄を切ったんだからさ、甘やかす必要なんて全然ないと思うけどな。ねえ、さとこ。
ええ、そうですわね。それでこのざまなんですから笑っちゃいましたよ。ちょっとさとこちゃん、笑うなんていけないんだよ。だってちゃんちゃらおかしくて笑ってしまうようなお弁当でしたよ。
Oh, now she's going the other way. Now she's being extra mean because she's like, oh no, what if they catch on?
こんなお惣菜屋さんで買ってきたようなおかず、本当に幻滅もいいところ
Oh,
で
it
したよ。
looks like she's gonna cry.
ほら、これなんか缶詰を開けただけだ
Oh
よね。
no, they're all roasting her without realizing it.
こっちのキュウリは包丁が通ってなくて綺麗に切れてないし。ケイちゃん、包丁とか全然扱ったことないでしょ。経験不足が明らかなんだよね。
Oh man. Oh, speaking of knives, geez, they're just like stabbing Satoko, like, you know, metaphorically, just cutting her with words. I wonder if she's gonna blurt it out. They're gonna realize that he didn't make it and he's gonna be disqualified. Or if he's gonna be like, no, I have to defend. This isn't even for me. This is for Satoko. I have to defend her food that she made. And I'm gonna hype this up so hard.
ええ、経験不足もいいところでございましたよ。
彩りもかなり単調。こればかりはセンスのなさに呆れるね。
そりゃ弁当箱に食い物を詰めるなんて初めての経験だし、多少見栄えが悪いのは仕方が。
ケイちゃん、弁当箱への詰め方以前のレベルなの。富田、岡村、解説。
Tomoto-kun and Okumuro-kun were chosen from many underclassmen. Tomitake-kun quickly adjusted his glasses and took a step forward.
前原さんのお弁当に致命的な欠点、それは彩りなんです。ご存知の通り、あらゆる色彩の根底には三原色と呼ばれる配色が存在します。つまり バランスよく配色を求めるなら白黒を除いても3色は必要なのです。
しかるに前原さんのお弁当は白黒を除いた場合暗緑色しか残らないんですよ。
Oh, dark green. Man, once again, Japan, like, you guys go real hard on the food. Like, I feel like I'd be food shamed, lunch shamed so hard if I was there, because, like, my food would be so simple. No one will want to eat it if you describe it like that. I had forgotten. Tomata-kun and Akumuro-kun had been bought out by Rika-chan and SATOKO, so they were trying their hardest to let them win and make me lose, weren't they? What strong wills they have. It was charming, if only because they were working so hard despite having been bought out.
おかずも心のこもらないお惣菜や缶詰ばかり。
つまり前原さんのお弁当には愛、心、味のうち2つも欠けていると断言できるのです。
The classroom, convinced by the elucidation of the mystery they were thoroughly baffled with, raised mysterious groans of admiration.
愛もなければ心もない。決まったね、前原圭一。
ちょっと冷たいけど、でもこれを機に圭一くんもお料理の楽しさに気づいてくれればいいのかなそんなことより罰ゲームが僕以外なら何でもいいのですよ。
Rena was giving a dry, eh smile as well.
決まりましたわね、圭一さん。罰ゲームは圭一さんで決まりですのよ。
She laughed in such a vile manner, but she didn't look like she meant it. I knew Sadako was speaking ill of a bento she'd practically made herself in front of the whole classroom, and I could tell how painful that laughter was. Akumuro-kun said before the bento lacked spirit. But among all the bento laid out here today, there wasn't a single one with as much spirit as this one. There he goes. Like I said, he's gonna defend this not for his honor, but for Sadako. This meal that she made for me yesterday in such a good mood, though it looked like she was in a bad one, I won't let it end with this slander.
さて、ピリの圭一さん、そろそろおとなしく負けを認めなさいませ。
ちょっと待ってもらおうか。
When I began to speak in a low voice, the expressions of all the members of the club changed. Mion clicked her tongue. This man was baring her fangs at the last moment again.
俺の弁当の敗因は心がないから。そういう解説だったな。間違いないな、岡村君。
Akumuro-kun, who had suddenly been placed in the spotlight, looked flustered for a moment, but immediately he stammered in reply that I was right.
心の黒か努力か汗か涙かその結晶か
I just love Rika. She looks so cute. They all look cute.
ならば俺の手に残るこの火傷は何の評価になるんだ。
圭一くん、それ油が跳ねた火傷？
Great. The burn marks from when I almost caused a fire yesterday looked just like I was having a ton of trouble cooking. I could clearly tell the classroom was forced to acknowledge the effort I put into it.
おお、自らの料理の下手さによる失敗をさも努力の痕跡であるかのように見せるとは、やはりこの男油断ならない。
そうだ、俺は下手だ。昨日大見えを切ったのが情けなくなるくらいに料理が下手だ。戦った。そしてこの成果を出した。それは心じゃないのか。どうなんだ。
レナは認めてあげたいな。挑戦する心が評価されなかったら誰も前に進めない。
The girls in the class started to nod in agreement. Okay, the tables are turning. But Tomita-kun and Akumuro-kun, bought out by the objects of their unrequited affection, weren't about to lose either. They shifted to the counterattack, clearly exceeding the price they were paid.
なるほど。
But the irony is the fact that one of them likes Sadako and they're like basically shitting on her bento.
前原さんの気持ちはわかります。ですがね、心だけで料理が決まるんだったらこの世にコックはいらないんですよ。
そうっすよ。心を込めて頑張りましたって言ってコックが消し炭みたいなハンバーグを持ってきたら払わないですよね。つまりそういうことなんです。
That's right, that's how it goes. The male students took Tomata and Okumura's side. God, they did have a point.
でも心尽くしなんだぞ。たとえ真っ黒のハンバーグが出てきたにせよ、それを作ってくれた母のプロを知るなら俺は食う。完食してみせる。
Clap, clap, clap. This time the female students in the class took my side. Good. Now we're even.
そもそもお弁当というのは愛情を食事の形として昇華させたもので、
それは相手に伝わって初めて意味があるんです。前原さんのお弁当からはそれが伝わりますか？いいえ、僕には伝わりません。ひどい。
The girls in the class began to boo loudly at his remark. Now even Okumuro-san was panicking.
静粛に静粛に。傍観人は発言を慎むように。
裁判長、俺はここでこの弁当にどれだけの心が込められているかについて料理学の権威竜宮レナ氏と証言を求めます。
レナはこのお弁当には心がこもってると思うな。確かに稚拙なところは多いかもしれないけど、でもお料理は上辺だけじゃないと思うの。
The girls in the class again gave cries of support as they all applauded. In response, all the men in the class began to boo.
裁判長、前原さんと竜宮さんの意見は極めて感情的で一般常識としてかけ離れています。採用するには不適切です。
静粛に静粛に。検察側の反証を認めます。どうぞ。
例えば本件をお弁当ではなく誕生日のプレゼントだと置き換えて考えてみます。例えば誕生日の日に私富田が手編みのセーターをもらったとする。そして彼岡村は図書券を1万円分もらったとする。
That felt strangely real. Was it actually just an example?
常識的に考えてどちらに心がこもっているかは明白です。つまり手編みのセーター、これはお弁当に言い換えれば手作りのおかずが相当する。そして単なる金券に過ぎない図書券はお金で買うもの、すなわち無味簡素な缶詰に相当する。
Murmur, murmur, murmur. The boys and girls all began to argue amongst themselves about presents. They were all talking about what they received as presents in the past. Damn! Tomata-kun, he changed the subject to something that could easily grab everyone's attention. Not bad. I'll lose the initiative at this rate.
異議あり。本件はお弁当の心について問うものです。誕生日のプレゼントという特殊な状況とは全く異なります。
却下します。検察側続けなさい。
Damn!
さて、ここで大事なのは送り手の心と受け手の心は全く違うという点です。皆さんの目の前に実際に手作りのちょっと左右の丈の崩れてるセーターと1万円分の図書券が置かれていて、どっちがいいと聞かれたらどっちを取ります？図書券でしょ。1万円ですよ、1万円。コミックスが何冊買えるか計算できますか？
Wait, isn't he going against what they're trying to argue? Because, like, that would be the equivalent of saying that the canned goods are better than the homemade stuff.
十数巻程度の単行本なら即座にフルコンプ可能です。愉快で面白おかしい漫画が何十冊。これによって癒される心の至福とセーターでは比べ物にならないのです。
The boys unanimously praise that with applause. Materialistic brats. But all guys that age are like that. Even I would choose the gift certificate over the sweater in that case. Hey, wait, weren't you guys the ones who said it was about love, spirit, and taste right at the start? Yeah, exactly. Since when did taste trump all? That's the stance they were taking now.
以上より送り手の心と受け手の心には何の因果関係もないことが立証されたと思います。つまり前原さんがどれだけ苦労してお弁当を作ろうとも、それは私たち受け手が採点に手心を加えるものにはなり得ないのです。
それは詭弁だぞ富田君。心は確かにある。それが伝わるかどうかは受け手の問題だ。
そうよそうよ。
味が全てだ。
なんで敵？
なんだと？
Now the courtroom isn't chaos. But I can't allow myself to lose. And not only to avoid the punishment game, but also to protect Satoko's honor.
さて、弁護側は今のに何か反論はある？
Slowly and strongly, I nod and step up to the dais. Tomita-kun, Okumuro-kun, do you two really think you can beat me with mere words?
今検察側は送り手の心とは無関係に評価が行われると言いました。それに間違いはありませんね。
At some point, I began speaking formally.
そうです。前原さんがどんなに苦労して作ったお弁当でもその苦労は評価の対象にはなり得ない。
では検察側に尋ねます。私前原が今日の自分の弁当としてこのお弁当とコンビニ弁当を並べたらその評価はどちらも同じものなのですか？
The prosecution hesitated to speak. Got you.
そう、手作りの弁当とコンビニ弁当では全く比較にならないのです。どんなにひどい手作り弁当であってもただ買ってきただけのコンビニ弁当とでは比べ、そしてそれは評価されている。つまり手作りによる心はちゃんと受け手に伝わってるのです。それを認めよ
う。 Boom! With those impactful words drawn out in the air behind me, I pointed my finger. The girls, led by Rena, broke into applause. Some of the boys were admitting it too.
認めます。
認めましたね。認めましたね。では次にコンビニ弁当にはなぜ心がないかについて移りましょう。そもそも弁当で伝える心とは何なのか。
意義あり。前原さんは抽象表現で法廷を煙に巻こうとしています。
却下します。面白そうだから最後まで聞くように。
Got him. Now I'll show you two the difference between us.
裁判長、ここでフルで理科賞証人として喚問したいと思います。
Even for Rika-chan, that must have seemed like a bolt from the blue. There's no doubt she never dreamed the point of my spear would be aiming at her. But Rika-chan, you said it before. For this showdown, it doesn't matter.
フルで理科さん、あなたの今日のお弁当は実によくできていますね。美味しそうです。
Yes. Sadako and Rika-chan's bentos had been made of half of Tomita-kun and Okumuro-kun's. The prosecutors' faces turned pale, but they were too late.
レナ、岡村君の弁当箱を持ってきてくれないか。
いいよ。
裁判長、
します。
裁判長、この岡村君の弁当箱を見よ、この中身を。
半分しか入っていないね。
半分かどうかじゃないでしょう。もっとよく見てください。ほら、
全く同じ内容だ。
裁判長、見ての通りです。フルでリカシのお弁当は岡村君の盗品。そんなものに心がこもってるわけがない。
いや、これは単なる偶然で。
もう明白でしょう。心とは送り手と受け手のキャッチボールならば、弁当箱はボールに当たるのです。そして本来このお弁当は岡村君の母親から息子に託されたものだから、この弁当箱に詰まった心は岡村君にしか受けられない。それを割り込んで奪ったら、もうそれに心はないのです。
Dun dun dun. Yay, that did it.
あれ、そうなの？リカちゃん、そうなの？
Does that mean that Satoko and Rika both lose? Because there has to be one loser. If both of them stole from, another person's, then they should be graded exactly the same.
みぱー。
なるほどね。
Mion the judge folded her arms and began to hum. I couldn't even take a guess as to what Mion was laughing about. Frankly, I didn't know whether I would win or lose.
よし、判決の前に主文からにしようかね。
Shh. The entire classroom quieted.
まず、被告前原圭一の弁当が客観的評価として非常に出来の悪いものであるのは間違いない。それはこうしてみんなの採点の集計結果が物語ってるからね。
Gah.
でもケイちゃんの言う通り、料理は味だけじゃない。心もまた隠し味として認められるべきだよね。でもそれは得点評価で言えば小数点以下。本当に微細なもので、その出来具合の評価を改めるには至らない。
Grr.
さて、ここでそもそもの今日の弁当勝負の原点を探りたい。そもそも今日の勝負は何が大前提なのか。そう、被告前原圭一が自炊できるか否かが問題になり、その成果を測るために催されたものだった。
Except that's a lie.
そうだよ。ケイチ君はちゃんと作ってきたよ。
Irk. That stung my conscience a bit, but for the showdown, it didn't matter.
ならばこの勝負の大前提は自炊、すなわち手作りであるか否かだよね。でもリカちゃんはそれを怠ったとなると、それは出来以前の問題、すなわち失格ってことになるのかな。
ニパ
Rika-chan let out a nipa, looking as though she'd prepared herself for this outcome. Well, what about Satoko? Satoko did it too, right?
悪く思うなよ、リカちゃん。部活は非常なのだ。
さすがケイイチなのです。最後の最後まで頑張りましたですよ。
Rika-chan demanded I lower my head, and then she pet it.
というわけでこれにて一件落着。今日のビリはフルでリカ。
Well, once again, did I miss something? I thought Satoko and Rika both stole. Or was it just the one? Did Satoko? I'm sorry, guys. I should have been paying more attention. I thought both of them did that. The miraculous turnaround. And last place went to Rika-chan, the one everyone had least expected. The whole classroom went wild.
よくもこんなひどいお弁当でビリを免れましたのね。
Sadako looked at me hatefully, but spoke in a vague kind of voice.
ビリになんかなるわけないだろ。この弁当のどこにビリになる要素があるってんだ。
だってこんな出来の悪いお惣菜や缶詰ばかりでセンスもなくて、それから
Grab. Sadako was speaking more and more poorly of herself as time went on, so I roughly grabbed her head and began to stroke it.
言ったろ、心が大事だって。この弁当は上辺だけじゃない。いろんな味に溢れてるんだぜ。
でも心だけじゃありませんのよ。お味なんて全然変で。
どこが変なんだ。俺はうまい、うまかった。だから詰めてきた。本当に夕べの飯がまずかったら詰めてなんか来ないぞ。食パンと牛乳パックを持って投稿してくる。
でも
Aw, oh, just shut up already. I caressed her head, swinging it from side to side. At some point, Rena had come up behind us. She was giggling to herself. That was the face of someone who had known everything from the beginning.
いつ頃から俺が作ったんじゃないって気づいてた。
ケイチくんがやけどを見せてくれた時かな。だってケイチくんのお弁当に油で炒めるおかずなんか入ってないし。レナさんは何か誤解してるではございませんの？私は別に何も。あれ？このお弁当、さとこちゃんが作ったんじゃないんだ。じゃあやっぱりケイチくんの手作りなのかな。うん。じゃあケイチくんの手作りなんだね。
Rena smiled roguishly and turned from Sadako to me.
キュウリとかを切るときは包丁をほらこんな感じで引くの。彩りなんかはね、お野菜を上手に加えるといろいろ表現ができるんだよ。
This lecture was clearly not meant for me.
でも前に見せてもらった時よりもずっと上達してたよ。ちゃんとお勉強してるんだね。きっとこの調子ならもっともっと上手にお料理が作れるようになるよ。
She continued saying words clearly meant for Satoko while facing me instead. Satoko was wearing an ambiguous look and couldn't even nod her head at her.
とにかく誰が何と言おうと俺は今日の弁当を気に入ってるんだ。今日ばかりは誰にも分けないからな。俺が一人で全部食う。
あ、ケチなんだ。レナも食べてみたいな。
As we were going back and forth, Satoko rubbed her eyes as though she were drowsy, then announced to Mion and everyone else.
私も実は富田さんにお弁当を分けてもらいましたの。
Oh, I don't think we ever did see Satoko's box. It was just Rika, I think, who showed hers.
バカ。北条、なんで言っちゃうんだよ。
If she kept it a secret, then at least she would have been saved. Tomita-kun looked at her with an expression filled with regret and surprise.
そうだったの？本当？ありゃ。
Mion spun her finger around and pointed to the hallway, sentencing Satoko to the punishment game as well. Satoko left the classroom behind her, completely prepared, as though she was going with Rika-chan on an errand.
リカだけに行かせられませんわ。地獄の底までお付き合いしましてよ。そんなとこまでついてこなくていいのですよ。まったくケイイチさんも嫌味ですわね。リカだけを晒し者にするなんて本当に意地悪な人でございますこと。
I couldn't just return Satoko's kindness with malice.
ね、本当にサトコはおバカさんなのですよ。
Rika-chan spoke so only I could hear her, grinning happily.
ではそろそろ行きましてよリカ。罰ゲームも部活メンバーの務めでございますわ。
Satoko seemed awfully happy, not frustrated in the slightest like she always was when she lost. Damn. Rika-chan's right after all. Everyone here is a moron.
ミオ、俺も白状するぞ。今日の弁当は
Oh, snap. So they're all gonna go together?
俺も同じだ。だから行ってくるぞ。罰ゲーム。
ケイちゃんまで？どうなってんの？
してね。罰ゲーム。救急箱を用意して待ってるからね。
あらかじめ救急車の手配を頼む。場合によっては霊柩車だな。
Leaving a bewildered Mion and a happily smiling Rena behind in the classroom, I went into the hallway.
何やってるんですの？せっかく買ってたのに。わざわざ罰ゲームに名乗りを上げるなんて物好きにも程があるでございましたよ。
Hey, I've won more than one. Come on.
そうだな、物好きにも程があるぜ。
まったく今日の罰ゲームを甘く見すぎですのよ。私たちならともかく圭一さんじゃ大変なことになってしまうかもしれませんわね。肋骨の1本や2本の覚悟終わりでしょうね。
肋骨は痛そうだな。俺痛いのはダメなんだ。
圭一さんはおとなしく私の相槌を打っているんですのよ。
I was gonna say, Keiichi's like, I don't like getting hurt. Well, he's in the wrong game series.
私と理科でうまくやりますから。まったく罰ゲームの面倒まで私が見なくちゃダメなんて。まったく。
I already knew her pouty behavior was a sign she was actually in a really good mood. So it made me want to smile.
なあ、俺さ、野菜炒めが食いたいんだけど、さとこ作れるか？
は？まあ頑張ればできないことはありませんわよ。上手に作れますですよ。さとこの野菜炒めは大好きなのです。
She was uneasy at first, but once she got assurance from Rika-chan, she turned back and looked at me with once more confident eyes.
じゃあ決まりだな。今日学校が終わったらいろいろ買い物に行こうぜ。
Keiichi's just like basically buttering her up because he doesn't want to cook while his parents are gone. He keeps getting Satoko to make food for him.
俺じゃあ何を買えばいいのか全然わかんないし。
I know what he's doing.
それもそうですわね。圭一さんじゃスーパーでお買い物なんてまだまだ早いでしょうし、私が見てなければ不安ですからね。そのさとこも僕が見てないと間違えたお買い物をしちゃうんじゃないかと不安なのです。リカみー。
The conversation continued as we walked until we arrived before the door to the teacher's lounge.
さて、罰ゲームなんかちゃっちゃと済ませて今晩の献立の話でもしようぜ。
Rika-chan gleefully grabbed onto my arm. In turn, I pulled Satoko to me, grabbing her shoulder with my other hand.
死ぬときゃみんな一緒だぜ。誰も一人でなんか死なせない。
みんなで一緒です。
Let's not let that be a foreshadowing. We'll all be together in death. I'm very concerned that they're putting a lot of attention on not just Satoko, but Rika too. I like the fact that it's not just like, usually they've been kind of pushed to the background the past couple of episodes, but now they really seem to be in the forefront, which makes me happy because I like them, I like hanging out with them, but it makes me nervous because that means something bad's gonna happen to them later.
誰も一人でなんか死なせないのです。
And they keep saying that. They keep saying won't let anyone die alone.
不謹慎な話ですわね。私はそんな物騒なのごめんですわよ。
She may have sounded annoyed, but she was so happy it was gonna make me blush.
よし、この扉一枚向こうはみんなで戻るぞ。みんなでだ。
ええ、みんなでですわよ。では行きますわよ。
Go for it! Yay! Slam. We opened the doorway to the world of death. And like she did every day, just as the sun rose in the eastern sky, Chie-sensei was eating curry for lunch. It was store-bought, but she made a point of eating a different brand every day.
あら、前原くんに古出さんに北条さん、どうかしましたか？
She appeared to be in the middle of a moment of supreme bliss, her mouth full of her beloved curry. And we were to pick a fight with her. What a crime this punishment game would be. However, it was what we had to do, for that is the rule of our club. The three of us held each other's shoulders tightly once more.
じゃあ行くぜ。いいか。
いいかじゃありませんわ。圭一さんはおとなしくしてるんですのよ。すべて私と理科でやりますから。私に今だけ命をお預け遊ばせ。ファイト、おーですよ。
あなたたち
We could see 2 or 3 question marks popping above the teacher's head. All right, Satoko. This is the only time I'll trust you with my life. Because I'll be shutting my eyes tightly and only thinking about what we'll be having for dinner. I'm leaving it to you. Satoko inhaled deeply. And so...
やいやいカレー独身貴族
Oh.
ニンニク臭い
Oh, wow! I wasn't expecting it to be that brutal. Amazing. That was amazing. That was great.